Hello again from Bulgaria. My name is Liliana and thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. And in the third part of my series of video about the medieval lady, Bulgarian medieval lady Areta. Her name is Areta, and the costume I'm reproducing. So this is the original wall painting in the church of Staničene. Now it's somewhere in eastern Serbia, but before it was Bulgarian territory at the 14th century. And I'm in the first two video I made a short, uh, not very short, but some history. And in the second one I show how I did the sleeves of the first dress, because this lady have three dresses, and that means she was really rich. Maybe she was even from some royal family. I don't know. We don't know much if we know something about. Anyway, but she have three dresses, and in the second part I show the how I did the sleeves for the first dress, and today I will show you how I decide to do the sleeves to the second dress. And in the last video, okay, first of all, for those who didn't watch yet the first two video, just some information. This is the drawing a colleague of mine did it about this lady, so it's very moving and very life, I can say. And this is in fact the sleeves which I took extrapolate from this painting, and I with the up paint I just try to recover some of the embroidery. As I said in the previous video, I'm not sure, and no one can be sure, if it's woven or it is um, embroidery. So I decided to make embroidery, and what I did, first I cut two pieces of cotton. I'm not sure if you can see, sorry. Two pieces of cotton just to make this form, the form of the sleeve, this form of the sleeve. And from what I can say, I'm not sure how long they have been in the real life when Areta was alive. Here they are longer. Here on the this is the whole picture. We cannot be sure how long they have been, but it's come around here, so it's okay. And this is sleeves, decorative sleeves. They are not they don't have some special purpose. It's just to show how rich she is and how special she is, for example. At least I think so. I don't know if you could see. I tried to reproduce some of the I reproduced two kind of ornaments. I decide to do that one and this one, and green and red, so they could match well the sleeves of my underdress. So this is one part. I cut four parts, then I will sew here one to each other, and maybe until here to down, just to put my hand inside. And I decided to show you this and to show you also, just a moment, where I put the, okay, I'll find it and I can right now. Okay, I found the sleeve I was looking for, and shortly, I know it's not absolutely the same. As you can see here, the dots are much closer. I'm sorry. This one I decided because there are two big squares, so I decided to put again something like a point. And now I decide to, in this video, to show you how I make the embroidery. It will be only these two, um, these two ornaments to match this sleeve, the other sleeve. Of course, this one is much more richer than this one, but it doesn't matter. It's just like on the picture I had. So here, this is the simple way. I put some green, and I would just want to say this is a very fine fabric, very fine fabric. Oh, okay. So I'll try to do it like that. There are a few different ways to do that. I just choose this one. For me, it's easier and it's take less thread also. And I return back where it start, and whoops, just it's too okay like that, and one part is ready. Now I do the same in the opposite in the opposite. I should find a hoop hop hoop so I could work better. Let me check. I think I put it a little bit too high for my purpose. Yes, it's okay. So I put something like that down, and then I do the same way. I hope you can see. I'll try to make like that. Maybe it will be easier for you to see. And so I return back, and the good thing about this stitch is that the both sides are, you look like that on the opposite, on the front or the under, it's the same, which I like. I really like that kind. Now I pass the thread under, so it not be so seen, but because the fabric is very fine, I'm not sure that it will not be seen, but it will not be very visible. It's not so important. And as I said, when I show the other sleeves, I thought first to put together on the same underdress this kind of sleeve with the other one, but because this kind of sleeve is not practical at all, and if you have been in some reenactment, or even if you have a practical sense, you will know that working or doing something with that kind of sleeves should be very difficult. It will not be interesting, it will be difficult, etc. So I just decide to These leaves, I will put them together with the upper dress. In this way, I could use the underdress, the first dress. I could use it under other dresses, which is okay. And so it's ready. These leaves are very fast to do, fortunately, because there is not so much embroidery. The other one are much more difficult and it takes much more time. Okay, this is the green one, and I try to pull it well so it will not be smashed. Mhm. Now I will show you the rounds. It takes more time and material, but because on the other kind of sleeves I use more green than red, so here I could use more red than green. If it have a sense for you. Sorry, someone called me on my phone. And now, as I said, I will show you the red rounds. So this is my way. I just take like that. I will show very simple way up. So it's very simple stitches in round. I hope it's well. It is well. You can see it well how I'm doing, but it's really simple for everyone who ever made an embroidery or even sewing by hand. You know this simple stitch. Mhm. And I just try to not tighten too much the the fabric. I'm not sure if this is the right word, but I think you could understand what I mean just by watching what I'm doing. The way I decide how to make in the same place, how to put each ornament on the same place on four of the parts of these sleeves. I just took a pin, no, safety pin. Uh, I don't know. Maybe if I show you, it will be easier. Just to find it, I use that this kind of pins, and when I decide the placement of one of the part, I put on that. I place it on that place um, the pin and just transfer to the others. Where was the pin? I transfer the ornament. Maybe there are better way to do it, but I don't have the habit to use that kind of things. So I just did the best I could in that situation. Mhm. I believe that when I'll finish these sleeves and when I will sew them together, they will be very good looking and very nice. As I explained already in the other videos, I decided to not make 3 dresses because for me it's too much work for nothing. The dress on which I would put this kind of sleeves, anyway, I will need some underdress because you cannot have sleeves like that without have another kind of sleeves under. And have 2 white dresses on top of each other, just with different kind of sleeves, I don't think it's a good idea. At least I don't like the idea. So I decide that it will be the best like that. Okay. Okay, the red. I cut my thread in advance. So it's easy. It's easier. Maybe I could do it with finer thread, not the whole. Maybe I could do it on the half, take the half and do it, but I don't thought about that. And when I decide if it will not be okay, I decide that it's easier and faster. Because for the moment, for the other sleeves I made maybe 1/3 of the box, because this one is not ready, the other I just made the line. So for this for the sleeves I did already, they took me around, okay, it will not be nice round, but anyway, yeah, okay. I was talking about something else. It took me for the moment around, I don't know, at least at least 30 hours. And as I said, it's only 1/3 maybe of the sleeves. 30 hours, it will, maybe it will become, it will on some moment there will be around 100 in total. 100 hours. When you don't do only that, it's a lot of time. Okay, this round is not the best anyway. It's already what it is. And because I'm not sure the small things which are inside and on the fourth side, I'm not sure if they are beads or what they use to do that. So let me see, I just decide to use this kind of embroidery stitch. I'm not sure if it's a stitch, so I will try to do like that. So I put the needle here and I start to turn the thread around the needle 7 times. Then I just pull the needle and it becomes something like that. Up, and I to put too much tension. Then I return back the thread, and that's it. Very simple way, but very lovely way to do things like that, I think. When you cannot be sure how it was made originally, you can do it the way it looks the best. I'm not sure if it's historically accurate, because unfortunately we don't have any idea how the real life was then, how they made their clothes. We just don't have artifacts. Yes, when the archeolog, the archaeological finds, you we can see some things, but because of the soil and because it's raining and it's hot, and I don't know why else, what other cause it could be, but we didn't almost didn't find any. uh, just a moment, what's that? We don't find any evidence, artifacts, etc. There are only small pieces of uh, garments, like this one, for example. I don't know, you can see it here, the golden one. Only that kind of things, and because they're made with some um, metallic treat or something like that, and they survived just because it wasn't cotton or other thing. And I don't like the idea, which is very common between the reenactors. If we don't find evidence about something for real, it didn't exist. Yes, the most of the time, okay, for there are things for which it could be okay, but there are things which were very, we know that our neighbors have. I mean, our neighbors like Greek or Byzantine or Serb or whatever. That means all around there is evidence that it in that time, in that region, they have been this kind of things. But because we don't have any evidence on our land, it didn't exist. That's it. I don't like that because I don't think it's okay. But you cannot win with someone who is sure that only his way is the right one. Mm, So I stopped to talk about that with them. So in general, it's that, and here there will be again, because it's not straight, it's on an angle. So here there will be 3 rounds. Here again one square, So here there will be 4 rounds, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, and we'll see what it will become in the end. But I think it's not bad. Okay, I agree. It's not exactly that. I still don't know how I will make this kind of embroidery, because I need some way to connect in a beautiful way the sleeves, let's say the so-called sleeves here. I will see what and how I will do that, but I think it's okay. I like it. And the first time I tried to do this costume, I didn't did big deal of it. The other sleeves, they were until some places, some moments. But now I decide that I will do this costume at last. And I want to show also, as I saw, as I show you, sorry, as I show you. First I thought to make embroidery here, and then I told myself, why should I do that if I could find something like that? It's brocade, it's really beautiful, and it's in the green and red with all my sleeves. And I will just a moment. I'm sorry. And this is the fabric I choose for the red dress, the upper dress. So you can imagine this. I love it. It is exceptionally good. And when I imagine, when I imagine first, okay, I'll try to make some demonstration. I don't know if and how it will work. For example, let's say that this is the sleeve. So we have the upper dress, this nice red, like that, and then we have this. What do you think? Me personally, I think that I want to finish it as soon as possible and see how it will look. Okay, that's it for the moment. Thank you to have been with me until the end. I hope you like it, and see you the next time. Bye bye. And don't forget to give a thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe also, just to know when my next video will be ready on YouTube, will be uploaded on YouTube, and hit the button if you wish. All the best. Bye bye.